I'm happy to have all of you here and to share this experience with you as always. And for me, this is a great source of gratitude, is that we can share this together. Just sitting in a cave somewhere alone is not at all the same. It doesn't really help to build a base for allowing our energy, to move into space and take in the very, very fine qualities that are hidden there that we can bring into ourselves with this Om sound. To the degree that we are open, this happens. So what I was doing while you weren't able to hear me is what I was talking about, the Om sound, and bringing that into our system and allowing that, and in order to do that, we have to project our attention up to the crown chakra and beyond. If you have difficulty hearing that high-pitched electrical sound, just visualize a powerful light beam coming from above and through the top of your head, coming in and filling your entire system. And it is really something that in me brings tremendous gratitude for having the possibility of being in touch with this universal self that we are at the deepest level. Doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with our identity and our ego, but it is such a relief to not be bothered by that. In glimpses, and then gradually getting more and more immersed in that very, very simple gratitude for being. And it doesn't matter, whether you're a young person, middle-aged, old person, man or woman, black or white or whatever. It's really a fact that the human mechanism, our inner mechanism, can open tremendously through this sense of conscious gratitude. And, find anything to be grateful for as you sit down. There's something every day to be grateful for. You have some food to eat, you have a roof over your head, you have some basic things, you can breathe. All of that is cause for gratitude. And you're doing that for yourself. You are bringing that vibration, which is really being grounded in that gratitude. If you use that to ground you, then you can accept whatever your life is at the moment and feel grateful for it, even if it's difficult. This is a trick, that you have to trick your own mind to allow you to go into this deeper state. Because as we mentioned last week, it's not the natural thing, in a human being to yearn for this deeper state, or at least not natural to act on it and to develop the discipline and the ongoing contact with that universal dimension. It's really the tendency of human beings to go with the flow in the sense of doing what is the easiest thing, not to see our own lack of gratitude, to see our own anger and confusion and all these things that are there. But you can try to have that experience when you sit down and you've done your few minutes of negative psychic tension release, and you really try to open yourself through your work. Maybe the first thing you encounter is confusion, and your own anger or your own disappointment or sadness or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with any of those things, but try to see that as kind of a gray mass that can be just like a cloud, like a fog that can be dissolved by relaxing and doing the breathing simply and going into this place in yourself where there is gratitude. And if you have to kind of dig in yourself to find that gratitude and consciously do it, it's worth it, because it's really the best way to ground yourself in a state that can take in from higher, finer levels of consciousness. And, it's really very exciting to feel that. I mean, what I'm most grateful for in my life is having discovered this deep yearning for something beyond the dust of everyday life. And that deep yearning, brought me to Rudy and to this practice, and brought me in contact with a lot of people who are interested in doing the same thing, and possibility of sharing in that. And all of that is not easy, but it is very, very gratifying. I think that, this deep gratitude that we can feel makes it a lot more meaningful to live. And it also makes it a lot more bearable to get old and die. Because ultimately, we have to choose to be grateful for that too. And then we can share that open state, that sense of gratitude and the vibration of the Om sound, which will carry us into whatever else is going to happen. And we share that with whoever we have the opportunity to share it with for every day of our life.